The Chinese zodiac explained. What is it, its history, and how it works? From the beginning of Chinese civilization, approximately 2 millennia ago, the Chinese zodiac has played an important role. You may be aware that 2023 is the year of the rabbit, but if you are unfamiliar with Chinese customs, you may not know the importance of the Chinese New Year and the Chinese zodiac. Not only does Chinese astrology take into account the 12 signs of the Chinese zodiac, but it also takes into account the 5 elements of the Chinese zodiac: earth, metal, water, wood, and fire, as well as yin and yang energy. This makes Chinese astrology even more complicated and advanced than Western astrology. So what do the Chinese zodiac signs signify for your personality? What do they mean, and what is the origin of the Chinese zodiac signs? Hey everybody, welcome to Stars Are Signs. Subscribe, like, and turn on notifications if you're interested in learning more about astrology and how it can be useful to benefit your life. Well, let's get started. What exactly is the Chinese zodiac? The Chinese zodiac, also known as Shengxiao, which literally translates to born resembling, is a cycle that repeats itself every 12 years, with a different animal serving as the symbol for each year. The first 12 animals on the list are dragon, horse, rat, dog, snake, pig, ox, goat, rooster, rabbit, monkey, and tiger. The Jade Emperor's race is the most well-known tale related to the Chinese zodiac, and it is connected to the order of the signs in Chinese astrology. This race is said to have occurred thousands of years ago. According to an urban legend, the Chinese emperor held a contest to choose which lucky animals would have the honor of being included on the calendar. The winners of the contest were chosen to represent each month. The winner, who was revealed to be the rat, would be given the first year of the 12-year cycle to call their own, and so on. But is that the only story on where the zodiac signs originated from? Scholars believe that the Chinese zodiac was initially developed during the period of time in China known as the Warring States period, 475 BCE to 221 BCE. On the other hand, it wasn't until Han Dynasty, 202 BCE to 202 CE, that the Chinese astrological calendar started to gain favor. Various traditions and speculations attempt to explain how the animals that make up the Chinese zodiac came to be. Hence, it may be difficult to appreciate the beginnings of the tradition. Many people believe that the Chinese zodiac began along the Silk Road's trading lanes. Here is one version of this theory. The advocates of this concept assert that each of the animals of the Chinese zodiac represent a distinct group of Buddhists from India who immigrated to China. The legendary Jade Emperor is the focus of a second theory, which some think is the most compelling of them all. According to the first legend, he invited every animal on the planet to a supper, but only 12 of them showed up. As a result of this, he decided to commemorate these 12 different species by devoting 1 year of the Chinese calendar to each of them. These 12 species are now often referred to as the animals that make up the Chinese zodiac. According to a second version of the story that explains how the Chinese zodiac came to be, the Buddha was the one who asked the assistance of 12 sacred animals to guard his palace. As a result, he devised a competition involving every living thing on the planet to find out which animal was the most deserving. The ultimate decision to choose his guardians was narrowed down to the top 12 finishers in the competition. They are currently considered equivalent to the 12 signs that make up the Chinese zodiac. Over the millennia, fortune tellers in China have used the Chinese zodiac to make predictions about the lives of a great number of people, including both commoners and emperors. These forecasts take into account both platonic and romantic entanglements and connections. A lot of individuals look at their zodiac sign to see whether or not the characteristics of potential partners align with their own. Many individuals who have faith in the traditional zodiac's prophecy will say that each animal's relationship with the other signs of the zodiac may be either positive or bad. The 5 elements that make up the Chinese zodiac. The concept that each lunisolar year is also accompanied by one of the 5 elements, wood, fire, metal, earth, and water, is equally significant but less well known. This is because the concept was not developed until much later. According to ancient Chinese philosophy, the balance of yin and yang has an effect not just on these 5 elements, but on the universe as a whole. For example, the year 2022 was the year of the tiger and the yang water element, but the year 2021 was the year of the ox and the yin metal element. So each year is also associated with a certain facet of it. Your astrological sign and the element that governs it will be determined by the year in which you were born. For example, despite the fact that oxen are traditionally associated with the element of earth, fire was chosen as the element for the year 1997. Children that were born in that year are referred to be fire oxen. The Handbook to Chinese Horoscopes lists the following characteristics for each element. Wood is a representation of coziness, grace, sensitivity, and compassion. The elements of fire stand for determination, creativity, energy, and joy. Earth represents integrity, caution, and diligence. Metal represents power, desire, and independence. And water is a representation of adaptability, diplomacy, gentleness, and persuasion. Look for the final number of your birth year to determine which element was related to that year. Metal is for years that end in 0 or 1. Water is for years that end in 2 or 3. Wood is for years that end in 4 or 5. Fire is for years that end in 6 or 7. Earth is for years that end in 8 or 9. So, what is your Chinese astrology sign and what does it mean? Rat. Birth years 1972, 1984, 1996, 2008, 2020. Next year of the rat, 2032. Rats are known for their excellent communication abilities and their independent nature. They have a passion for being involved in their communities and are creative individuals who pay close attention to detail. They are intelligent and sensitive, yet they avoid taking risks and are often quite regimented. The ox and the horse are the two animals with which rats have the best relationship. Ox. Birth years 1973, 1985, 1997, 2009, and 2021. Next year of the ox, 2033. Oxen are known for their hard work, thoughtfulness, and excellent memories. In addition to this, they excel at multitasking and take great pleasure in being outside. They are known for their diligence and tenacity, and it's said that they have minimal difficulty taking on leadership positions. People that fit this profile are often reserved and not overly demonstrative of their feelings. Oxen are most compatible with other members of the rodent and goat families, namely rats. Tiger. Birth years 1974, 1986, 1998, 2010, and 2022. Next year of the tiger, 2034. Like the animal from which they take their name, tigers are driven, loyal, and enamored with the finer things in life. They're proud of their ability to think for themselves and revel in the fact that they have no need to be afraid of anybody. In many cases, tigers make for stubborn leaders and ferocious advocates for fairness. Pigs are the animals that get along with tigers the best, while monkeys are their least favorite. Rabbit. Birth years 1975, 1987, 1999, 2011, and 2023. Next year of the rabbit, 2035. Most rabbits have admirable qualities such as politeness, intelligence, and compassion. They have a positive attitude toward education and are always courteous. Although they have a reputation for being quite reclusive, when it comes to the people who are important to them, they are always eager to provide a helping hand and offer everything they have. The best relationship is between dogs and rabbits, whereas roosters and rabbits have zero tolerance for one another. Dragon. Birth years 1988, 2000, and 2012. Next year of the dragon, 2024. The dragon is a fierce and fiery extrovert who's known for their undying loyalty to their friends and family, their capacity for independence, and their ability to take the lead. They enjoy a good love story and an exciting journey. In spite of the fact that they occasionally give off the impression of laziness, they have no problem motivating themselves when it comes to pursuing whatever it is that they're truly enthusiastic about. Dragons get along with roosters and dogs better than any other species. Snake. Birth years 1977, 1989, 2001, and 2013. Next year of the snake, 2025. Snakes have an innate ability to tune into their intuition, a strong desire to keep the peace, and the ability to motivate others via their artistic talents, and might actually be a bit psychic. They exude an inviting and enticing air about them. They are committed and make an effort to grasp others in a comprehensive manner. Snakes get along with monkeys better than they do with pigs. Horse. Birth years 1978, 1990, 2002, and 2014. Next year of the horse, 2026. It is common practice to refer to horses both as the life of the party and as a sympathetic shoulder. They're excited about taking a stand, expressing their thoughts, and having the freedom to live the life they envision for themselves, which shows in their enthusiasm. They have a positive attitude, are full of life, and are determined to fight until they triumph. The two species of animal that get along with horses the best are rats and goats. Goat. Birth years 1979, 1991, 2003, and 2015. The next year of the goat, 2027. Goats have a predisposition to being very perceptive and loving. In addition to their natural capacity to make acquaintances, dreaminess, and creative capacity, these are peacemakers who advocate for things to remain as they are. They are kind, polite, and persuasive, and they maintain a level head in the face of adversity, which allows them to achieve even the most difficult goals. Goats get along with horses and oxen better than they do with any other kind of animal. Monkey. Birth years 1968, 1980, 1992, 2004, and 2016. Next year of the monkey, 2028. Those with monkey personality traits are extroverted, social, and self-reliant, and they have little trouble striking up a conversation with virtually anyone. They are extremely funny, and the fact that they like being in the spotlight contributes to their widespread prestige. They have a contagious enthusiasm, an insatiable curiosity, and a strong emphasis on the importance of their connections. The two species of animal with whom monkeys have the most harmonious relationships are tigers and snakes. Rooster. Birth years 1969, 1981, 1993, 2005, and 2017. Next year of the rooster, 2029. Roosters get their kicks out of challenging themselves and discovering new things to do. They possess exceptional emotional intelligence, unyielding toughness, and resiliency in spades. In addition to that, they have a striking sense of fashion. It is said that they have a good imagination and that they are wonderful companions. The dragon and the rooster have the best relationship, but the rabbit and the rooster have none at all. Dog. Birth years 1970, 1982, 1994, 2006, and 2018. Next year of the dog, 2030. Dogs have a reputation for being honest, trustworthy, loyal, and being family and community-oriented. They labor with unyielding dedication and ferocity, putting their hearts on the line and effortlessly enthralling audiences with their ability to convey stories. Dogs get along best with rabbits and dragons, both of which are different species from themselves. Pig. Birth years 1971, 1983, 1995, 2007, and 2019. Next year of the pig, 2031. Pigs are perfectionists who give off the impression that they are still young in heart, have a tendency to listen carefully to others, and are kind to those around them. They could be compassionate and generous, but are also likely to be fearful, angry, and quick to snap. Pigs get along the best with tigers and get along the least with snakes. So what do you think about the Chinese zodiac signs? Does your Chinese zodiac animal fit you?